it's Maria Rothenberger from the Miracles Happen Fertility Center at drmariarothenberger.com. This is week 29 of the 2020 Compassion vlog series that I'm doing, and we are in section 5, a better way to deal with reactive emotions, anger, hate, criticism, and fear. You ever felt any of those? No, right? No, me either. I'll just skip this one. Yeah, right. Okay. I'm reading from this book, A Year of Living with More Compassion. It's 52 weeks and 52 quotes of living with more compassion. I decided to do this in December of 2019 for the year 2020, and what a freaking doozy we've had. It's an awesome year to do this. I am so glad I listened to that intuition. This week's quote is by Viktor Frankl. He wrote a book called Man's Search for Meaning. Excellent, about surviving the Holocaust. I absolutely recommend you pick it up. Viktor Frankl was a prominent psychiatrist. Okay, so this is a really difficult one for me, by the way, because I've been practicing this myself. And it's not easy, especially now with heightened intense emotions. It's really difficult, but worth it. Absolutely worth it to begin to activate this new way of being. I'll put it. The theme this week is a sacred pause from reactivity. Man, do I need more of that. You ever been like scrolling through social media and like things just piss you off and you're like, delete, pause, don't look at their stuff, I can't stand them, or comment, how could you think that, blah, blah, blah. Or that email that you got that you really needed to respond to like right now, and then you hit send, and then a couple hours later you're like, oh man, why did I send that? Right? Maybe I'm just talking about myself, but I feel like we've all been there. Here's the quote by Viktor Frankl. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. And in that space lies our power and our freedom. Whoa. Whoa. I was recently talking, I'm recording in my office and there is a siren outside. I was recently talking to a client, just today actually, and she was talking about a difficult conversation she had with somebody, and she's like, I really wasn't sure if I wanted to tell my husband or not, so I slept on it. And I was really impressed. I'm like, you slept on it. And in the morning she woke up, she's like, nope, that really was a really hard thing. This was somebody in his family, so she didn't want to get him up in arms about somebody in his family. She's like, nope, that was really not okay conversation, so I'm going to tell him. And he ended up being very supportive, etc. She says, now, I think it's because I was on estrogen, and estrogen makes me feel great. So if I were on Lupron, which is a fertility drug, if you're not in the fertility world, those are fertility drugs. And if she's like, if I was on Lupron, I would have probably gutted her, but I was on estrogen instead. Now imagine if you could harness the ability to pause and reflect no matter what part of your cycle you're in or fertility drugs you're taking. Not perfectly. There's still going to be moments that not so great. But imagine if just once, like you didn't send that email that you would have regretted because you paused. That's where your power lies. That's where your freedom lies, as Viktor Frankl says. Okay. I like what they say here. We spend many of our moments in a trance. Rather than living from a wakeful presence, we tumble into the future, reacting to the changing array of pleasant and unpleasant experiences. Right? Somebody angers you, you have a reaction. Something's pleasant to you, you have a reaction. Rather than noticing, wow, that's really cool. Or, wow, this really sucks right now. The compassion practice for this week is to notice that you are feeling what you're feeling, pausing, creating a pause, and lovingly waiting, lovingly delaying your response. Here's what they say. At a time when you feel calm, identify and write down several situations where you become moderately reactive. For me, annoying emails, annoying social media posts. That's probably why I'm not on social media that much. Select one, and for the next week, have the intention to pause inwardly in the midst of this situation. You might outwardly be moving, but discontinue any conversation and step out of your thoughts. In the moment of pausing, the most important thing is to offer a non-judging, friendly quality of attention to your experience. In fact, the friendlier the better, they say. Wow, that's hard. Because when somebody has irritated me and I pause, I'm not thinking friendly thoughts. Are you? Because, dude, I'd be really impressed. But if you are able to create this pause and cultivate a sense of like friendly, for me, it would be like, Maria, this is an opportunity, just like you tried, just like you were saying, and you take an opportunity to create a pause. This is your time to do it. Freaking A. I guess I'm going to do it. That would be my response to me. Kind of make a joke about it and be friendly and lighthearted about it. Because then you begin to associate moments like that, really hard moments like that, with something a little bit lighter. If you practice this over and over and over again, and I'm working on it too. I really am human. I have really difficult reactions to difficult situations, and I'm working on it myself, having a calmer, more peaceful reaction. Okay. Depending on your situation, this step of pausing and attending to your feelings might take 30 seconds to a minute. Then take a few full breaths, relaxing with each out breath, and resume your daily activity. Voila, brain change started. And more compassion toward yourself started. Okay, that is week 29. I shall see you in week 30. Compassion on, my friends. Compassion on.